regular Village of Armada Council meeting will now come to order. Pledge to flags, please. Pledge to the United States of America,
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Clerk, call roll, please.
Shaw.
Here.
Clark.
Here.
Cronin.
Here.
Wolock.
Here.
Baylor.
Here.
Cooper. Here. Belkey. Here.
Next is the approval of the agenda. What is the council's wishes?
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. At this time, the floor is open up to citizens' comments, and we would like to do your best to limit your statements to about 3 minutes. And after being recognized, in other words, will you please state your name for the record? And we will also have your comments, and then we will hear from all citizens. If there's any to be addressed, we will address it after all comments. Anyone first?
Actually, I would like to submit to a council just a quick letter for clarification on one of the ordinance that was written. It's ordinance 131, written July 22nd, 2013, regarding domestic animals. I was just submitting this letter to council for clarification on some of the wording within the ordinance.
Thank you. Anyone else at this time would like to address the council, please? If there be no further, there's no presentations tonight. And the next is the administrative reports. You have the building, the commissioner liaison reports, and planning commission meeting minutes are also included in your packet. Any commissioners want to address at this time, please?
I got something on the planning commission. Of course, we've got the minutes in there, and you guys can look them over. But just to let you know, we've got a few new businesses that are, looks like we're going to be having, some that are opened. We have a florist shop down by the Congregational Church. And then also the florist shop that had always been there, that's been reopened. And it looks like we're gonna have a pet store next to it. And then in the Armada Corners building, a hearing aid center. And above that, on the second floor, a rehab. Physical therapy, not rehab, but physical therapy. So lots of things, good things are happening in town.
Mr. President, I've got something on the sewer department. With Chuck Bailey leaving the F&V, Brian's been working down there, but now I've met the new man that's going to be taking over. His name is Chris Munson. He's worked there before. He's training somebody else at facilities where he's leaving, and by the end of the month he should be full-time down there.
Full-time here.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Was he here before under
He
United or F&B?
you know, I'm not positive
Oh,
on
okay.
that.
I just don't recognize the name.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
I
so-
sort of
Was it?
recall it
Okay.
was on Earth Day.
Was it Earth
I
Day?
sort of think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe under Earth Tech.
Ken,
I don't
Ken
remember.
said that he was here, way
Oh,
back.
okay, yeah, I don't remember the name.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, no further. Now we will go to the general business. We have the consent agenda. What is the council's wishes? Approval of the minutes of August 24th, payment of bills and special event permit, the Armada Gun. What's the council's wishes?
Mr. President, I'll move that the consent agenda be accepted as presented.
Of support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion?
I just want to make council aware that the Armada Garden will require 2 police officers. So additional police officers than what are normally because of the closure of the road. So I just want to make everyone aware of that when we hit budgets.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wood.
Is it usually 2 for the Christmas parade?
Yeah, but it's not all day.
Okay, this is.
This is all day. So it's 16 hours.
Yeah, because Christmas parade, I always think starts at 5 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only a couple hours.
Yeah, and then it's over by 8 o'clock for sure usually.
Right.
Yeah, so, good,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, all in favor of the consent agenda?
Aye.
Motion carried. There's no old business tonight. And tonight, with the new business, we have the auditor's proposal for the fiscal year 2016, which you have in front of you also. There's been no change in the fee for the village, which is actually very good news for us. And what is the council's wishes as to that?
I make a motion to approve the proposal from McBride Manley Company PC for audit services for fiscal year ending March 31st, 2016 in the amount of $21,900 and allow the treasurer to sign on the village's behalf.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, we're going to call the roll on this one, because this is a larger amount of money spent.
Cooper.
Yes.
Ballard.
Yes.
Bullock.
Yes.
Shaw.
Yes.
Hart.
Yes.
Conan.
Yes.
Pelkey. Yes.
Motion carried. The next is the Teets Prospect Bridge project update. Mr. Ballard, your street commissioner and administrator, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, our Teach Street culvert, if you will, it's got the covering on it, and people are driving across it, walking across it, getting around in the Prospect Street there. We do have an issue down there, though, of the guardrail that's blocking the Mayville entrance to their property. So I've talked with the engineer on the site today, and I met with Jim and Nancy Mayville, and Jim is here tonight, on Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. Yes, I did get up before 8 o'clock. Anyway, and we looked it over, and I said, yeah, it's got a problem, so I told him I talked with the engineer. Well, I talked with Devron, I guess is
Devron.
Devron, that's his name, down there today, and he kind of said, well, I don't know what we're gonna do on that. And I said, okay. I said, well, we do have a progress meeting coming up on Wednesday at, I believe it's 10 o'clock, is it?
Yep.
Michelle?
Correct.
10 o'clock. And I'm hoping that Doug will be here, because Doug can make a decision on that for us, hopefully that day. And if you can't, well, then we'll come to some sort of solution. But the problem is that coming from the south, you can almost drive a semi in there. But coming from the north, across the bridge, the guardrail sticks out like this, and here's the fence, here's the gateway, the pole like this. It's out here, and you can't make the turn to get in there from the north, like you always could before. So we're gonna have to do something to that guardrail, either bend it back or something like that. And of course, I told Devron I got a torch and a front loader, we could probably bend it, but he didn't like that idea too well. Jim said the same thing, what the heck, we just on the same page, you know. But
Any chance of relocating the driveway to adjust the driveway over a little bit?
it's right on the corner, so the corner is there. You'd have to come in from the church's property. So I think that we owe it to him to put it back.
Oh,
where
we
it
absolutely need to make it right, but I just thought maybe that would be
Yeah.
an easier solution than reworking our guardrail.
No, I don't think it's gonna be. So anyway, so that's where that stands. So we'll go ahead and answer a few probably, Jim, on Wednesday.
Great, appreciate your help, thank you.
Thank you.
That's open to the public.
Yes, it is.
If you want to
Yes,
be
you're
here.
welcome to come.
Yeah.
What time was that Wednesday?
10
10
o'clock.
10 in the morning.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, East Main Street, Mr. Ballard, did you want to address that, please?
Yeah, East Main Street is coming along very well. We did have a little hiccup on the job. We had a water leak down near Spencer Street on Main Street there. But they got that repaired up. they've got the cement poured in there now, and it's drying, it's curing. The striping is done, the mailboxes have all been put back. The east end shoulders should be done by Wednesday, that's the gravel shoulders on the east end of the project. And the guardrail and everything else is gonna go on. Finish date is when it's done, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say give a date because nobody can give a date on these projects, they will be done. I'm looking for a couple weeks anyway.
Or it could be sooner, you're right.
Could be soon.
Now, is that a couple weeks till it's, the barricades are down?
Yes,
That's.
I'm gonna say that probably.
I'm
It'll be closed until barricades are done.
You don't have a approximate date?
No, I do not. We have a,
You know, we all get asked that question pretty much every day from somebody.
I know I do.
When is it gonna be?
That's all you can tell them is-
It's hard saying you just don't know, and then they say, well, wait a minute, you're supposed to know that.
No, we're not the contractor. The contractor told us when it's done. And that's what I told them. You know, when people ask me, I say, it's done when it's done. And when the contractor says, are you satisfied with this road? And we sign off, then it's done. And that's it. So,
We are very close.
very close.
Very, very close, David. So the thing is, if you probably said, well, probably maybe within 2 weeks possibly, it should. They're gonna put the guardrail in, I think, on Thursday. Didn't we talk about that, Michelle, this morning?
Well, that's,
The guardrail Thursday morning?
that's the
That's
date they
it.
gave.
Now, the leak is all taken care of.
The water leak.
The water
That's done.
That's all we
Well,
have to do.
there's, I think they still have to patch it.
They'll just have to be patched with the asphalt. But it's been taken
How's
care
that?
of already.
How big is that patch in there?
10 by 10,
About
and so,
10, about 10 by 10.
Sad that it happened, but you know,
it's a good thing it
It's
happened when it did, it
mechanical, too,
wasn't
so.
open, so. Could have been worse, could have opened it up and then they had to shut it right back down.
with the testing did not show anything, so the workers continued on with it. So, this just happened under the, I say, the blue balloons up, which was not making us totally happy.
You know, I meet with my constituents 6 o'clock every morning at Papa's. That question comes up every day.
6 o'clock?
Wow, you're up ahead of
Wow,
Hmm.
man,
Maybe I
yeah, he's
can-
got you beat, Lyle.
Maybe I talk to your doctor, tell you stay until 7. Okay. All right, so, thanks, Mr. Valley. And the bank resolution to allow the treasurer to open account for the police canine fund. Do you have any comments on that, Joe, please?
This is under the recommendation of the auditors. It is to serve as a clearer separation of the funds from the K-9 unit from the general fund, so that there's no misconception that there's more funds in the general account is what you would see if it was all lumped together. It just keeps it clear.
He talked about
Good
that.
idea.
Yeah, he did talk about
He
it.
did in the
Yeah.
audit.
Mr. President, I would resolve to approve the attached resolution to allow the treasurer to open a checking account named the Village of Armada Police Canine Fund.
Is there support?
Support.
Support by Melky?
I have a couple questions.
Yes, discussion.
It is only a one-year thing. It's not something that's gonna continue on like salvage title. We still need it.
For right now, yeah.
So how does that work? Then we go back and back out everything and then we put it in this new fund?
No,
Because
it'll
there's
sit in,
almost all the money's
it'll sit
gone.
in its own fund till all the money's gone.
Okay.
So it was the auditor's recommendation, so.
Well, I remember him talking about salvage, but I don't remember the
No, no,
K-9.
K-9.
Okay. All right.
Excuse me, what did you mean? You said it's only a 1-year thing.
Well, all the donations coming in was one
Right,
time.
right, it's
Right.
not.
So I just wonder if we're creating more work
But-
for ourselves for one time, 1 year
But don't we
thing.
have to keep that, those funds are separate, we can't use them,
Right, Kate.
That's right.
everything
we
Right.
can't use them for other general
Right.
fund things.
Right.
So that's mainly why they suggested that account. Any further discussion on it, please? If not, all in favor, please.
Aye.
Motion carried. The next is we need to designate the official paper of record for publication of official minutes for the village. The Armada Times naturally is no longer in print, and so the thing is that the next one is North Macomb Voice, I believe is called,
Yep.
Michelle. And so they put us under contract, if we wanted to go under contract. I told Michelle today I don't think we need a contract. And if we just have a subscription for $12 a year, we can go ahead and submit our paperwork, and of course they'll be charging us most likely.
Yeah, they do.
For printing anyhow.
Yeah.
So I would suggest we'll just spend the $12. So what is council's wishes?
Mr. President, I would resolve to confirm the president's designation of the North Macomb Voice as the official newspaper for publications of official notices expiring on November 21st, 2016.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? You know, Romeo Observer is also out of business too. So we can't go there as a neighboring, community too. So the other one is just the Voice, period, that we see so far without going to the county publication of the Macomb Daily.
Well, they say in the letter that the remaining Times subscriptions will remain. So anybody that was getting the Times will get that. We just never had to pay for the Times. They've never charged us, so this is just, it's kind of new that they're gonna charge us. But I think the Macomb Daily or anybody else will be a lot more than $12 a year, so.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Upcoming agenda items?
I don't, $12, I don't
I'd
know.
like
What
to
do you
keep
think?
both
Jeff?
projects
For
on.
$12, doesn't make a year.
Spending money.
I don't think so, not for that.
Yeah, we didn't think so, but that would you want?
We didn't want to go against it.
No.
Okay, so,
Corrections.
Mr. President, I'd like to do the Prospect Street Bridge, Keats Prospect Street updates, and the East Main Street updates until we sign off.
till we sign up. Very good, Mr. Mayor. Any others, council has?
At the next meeting, we will be discussing the cell tower and the Metro Act application that we have.
Okay.
Did you get both or just Metro Act?
We got an application under the Metro Act, but I want to
Is that for
explain how it
Is that for
reflects.
those pole attachments now?
They're going to be putting a line in the right of way and then attached to our ground building.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if you need, because I've gotten a couple of those recently too, and it's kind of a new technology. So I don't know, do we have any other Metro Act permits that we receive annual fees on?
No.
Okay. So just so everybody understands, basically, if the state qualifies them for the Metro Act, they must come to us with a standard application at the state approves. And then we have 45 days
45 days.
to act on that permit application. And then once we approve it, if we approve it, there's kind of a standard, they call it bilateral agreement. And I think you may want to let the village engineer know too, because they're supposed to tell you where they're going to place everything. You want to make sure it's not interfering with other utilities.
What is it?
The ones I've seen, it's actually, they actually put up a new pole, and then they have a little device that's attached to the pole. So instead of big cell towers, they're going to this smaller technology. So,
What happens to the cell tower we have?
well, they'll
It
stay.
stays.
They still maintain.
Yeah.
They still maintain.
So she said she wasn't putting up any poles. They already had permits from Detroit Edison. to use
Yeah,
those
so-
as a pole.
So under the Metro Act, once you file the permit with the state then, they have a per linear foot charge that the company must pay to the state, and then the state passes it through, so you guys will, that's where your revenue comes from. So just a general outline of how the process works.
I'll talk to you before next meeting on that.
Okay,
Is it a one-time revenue?
no, it's an annual fee.
Okay.
It's an annual fee.
So that fee was $500 check that they sent.
Yes.
to us.
Well, that's the processing fee, but the actual Metro Act fees will come from the state annually.
Right.
And like I said, depending, Steve, how many lineal foot of right-of-way they use, there's a formula that they set. So that will come in annually for the use of right-of-way.
Right,
Sure.
what we got was just the permit fee.
Is there any permitting that the village will be doing for these boxes to be installed?
Yeah, you will be granting a Metro Act permit to this company to access the right-of-way.
Okay, I mean, as far as the installation.
Like
In other words,
for-
our
Any
electrical
inspections or
inspectors, he's gonna
anything?
go out and inspect these?
The Metro Act actually says that the only fees you can collect are the Metro Act fees. So in other words, they say that's supposed to compensate you for that. But I'll check on that, Lyle. That was my recollection, because sometimes you get pushback from these companies saying, no, that's all we've got to pay is
Yeah.
the Metro Act fee. That's supposed to cover you guys for those types of inspections. But that's why I think the village engineer should look at the route and kind of get the specs of what they're going to be putting in. Because it is new technology. This is
We
brand
will
new.
have that prints and things like that for our engineers.
You can require,
Yeah, and
their-
they sent everything, it's the whole package, the whole application, the whole explanation.
What area is it gonna be? Down the sewer plant again? Or-
Not yet, it'll be down just north of that.
Any other questions, sir? Okay, that will be at our next meeting. At this time, too, the floor is open up. I'll begin for citizen comments. Anybody would like to address the council at this time? If not, council comments at this time. Council, have anything? No council. Community events.
Well, our Armada Gathering is what day? October 3rd. October 3rd.
Okay, that's coming up very soon, very close. Thank you.
Homecoming parade too, isn't it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
Homecoming game is Friday.
This Friday?
Yep. Yeah, it's early. Yeah, early.
Okay, next will be a closed session. This is the addressing a lawsuit.
To consult with attorney regarding
Yeah.
settlement.
I have it.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
It will be to consult with our attorney regarding a trial in our settlement strategy in connection with a specific pending litigation. So we have to go with the motion, please.
Mr. President, I resolve to enter into an executive session at 7:30 PM after a 5-minute recess.
Second.
Moved and supported. All right, the camera will go off on the session. We can't record that. So, and then there will be no voting after our return of the closed session.
But anybody can return back.
They can return back for the close of the meeting, yes. But other than that, there will be no motions. What is it, council? in
No, you
favor?
gotta do a roll call.
Oh, okay, all right.
Allard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cooper?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, Conan.
Yes?
Usually I do the order
Yeah,
it was.
right.
That's all. Shaw?
Yes.
Bullock?
Yes.
Belkey? Yes. Clark?
Yeah.
Okay, motion carried. So at this time, we'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll go
Clear the council.
clear the council room, yes, and then we'll come back for the executive session. We're back into regular session. There will be no voting other to adjourn the meeting.
The time is now 8:21. I make the motion to adjourn.
Support.
Moved and supported. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.